All right, good morning, guys. Merry Christmas. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I also want to start off again by apologizing for not getting this trade review out this weekend. Once again, unexpected plans came up, and obviously the video's not out, so I didn't have any time actually to work on it this weekend, unfortunately. Um, And come this weekend, it's gonna be New Year's, right? So obviously, I don't know if I have time then. I don't want to say yes, just like I have these other times, and then not have the time. And then also the week after that, I'll be going out of town again. So the next two weeks or so, I'll be pretty busy. But I'm still gonna try to get what I can out. I don't know how exactly I'm gonna do it because obviously I'm about 2 months behind, but we'll figure something out, and I'll try to make up for these past couple times that I haven't got a video out when I planned to. But anyways, jumping right into it, we have MBOT on Watch, our leading gapper here. ICCM is also another one that was on Watch. Not really though. Looks okay. It's still below VWAP. NXTD, another one that we also had on Watch. I like it for its daily high to break, but right now it's pretty light on volume, or it's pretty choppy, I'd say. Not light necessarily. It's just kind of choppy. Everything's kind of slow right now. It's a slow pre-market, so kind of expect the same action coming into open. That's kind of what we're getting. Another one that we had was SOPA. SOPA did reach a high. It's funny because after I left on that last video, as soon as I closed out, I didn't realize the 5 minute was just about to open in like 20 seconds. And as soon as it opened, I looked back at my monitor and I'd seen it ripping. It ripped all the way through the 20s like nothing. And that was just so, that was such a letdown because, oh man, I was waiting for that the entire time. And, a couple seconds, 20 seconds or something before that 50 or that 5 minute candle open, I saw the rip go without me, and I was like, oh man, major FOMO there. But I started getting real adrenaline rush and started wanting to trade. Like I just really, really wanted to trade it, and I knew I couldn't be trading on emotions. It was very, very volatile and out of my price range already. It's something that I should have acted on. I guess it would have been breaking my rules, several rules actually. And I guess it's a good thing I didn't trade it, but at the same time, it was a very big missed opportunity. So it's kind of unfortunate, but let's see what else. NXTD coming up to VWAP here. 1 minute MACD curl broke its daily high for a second. High was 433, and now it's at 440. So it did break its daily high here. I still like the 10 and 5 minute. 5 minute MACD's curling here, which looks pretty solid. But still a little choppy. 5 cent spreads. See if this can get above VWAP and hold. But so far, I don't like its price action. Everything's kind of just weird. Trading kind of weird. I do like the setup though. Let's see what else. Support and resistance here. And then high up here. So cool. So this one's a solid 4 to 5 cent spread. Let's go back to MBOT, our leading gapper. See if this one's climbing back up. Yep, just as I suspected. Not even surprised. It's a really nice move here on MBOT. I don't like how it's rejected twice though, but I do like how it came back to 9 and held support. But look at that flash down there. It's kind of tricky, this one. Spreads aren't huge, which is awesome. MCW's also popping on the scans. No volume in this one really. MBOT broke 50 for a second, hit 60, and now it's pulling back below. So here's 50 again. It's holding 50, which is awesome. 5 and 10 minute look great. High of this 5 minute candle here is 65. So if we break that high, we could see this possibly towards 10, but now it's coming back too much. Drop all the way back down to 9. See if it breaks 9 here or holds 9. So while we're waiting for this one to set up a second time, let's go back to NXTD, I think. NXTD rejecting VWAP. 5 minutes still looks pretty good. If it can hold this level, it actually looks really good for a 5 or 10 minute high break. I would say 5 minute because 10-minute obviously needs 5 more minutes. We'll go ahead and wait on it. I'm gonna open my Twitch chat. Okay, there we go. All right, so this one's just real slow. No movement on it yet. MBOT, see what this one's doing. I don't like the 5 minute or the 10 minute anymore. 10-minute MACD's crossing here. I don't like that. PTPI. This one's finally above VWAP. So nice. 10 minutes curling here, which I like. Really nice move there. Again, it's kind of like NXTD. It's kind of slow. See if we get the breakthrough 4 here. Huge seller at 4. Five-minute just broke. Not a big mover. NXTD. NXTD is just sideways here. 1 minute MACD looks like it wants to cross. 5 minute looks like it needs a little more time. So as long as we see some more sideways consolidation from this one, we can potentially see a rip, but it has 2 large, almost 3 large red candles, which makes me kind of nervous. Let's go back to MBOT. What's MBOT doing? Sideways. ICCM. SOPA. SOPA popping above VWAP here. Crazy rip through VWAP. Spreads are big on this one though. So I'm not sure if I want to trade this one. It's still light on volume. It's kind of choppy price action, similar to what we saw last time. But this one is moving significantly. It's out of my price range by the slightest. But I don't like its price action right now. It's, look at that, from 1550 all the way down to 1480. So it's really, really whippy. I think I should wait for more volume to come in on this one before I actually take a trade on it. Kind of nervous, but we'll see. We'll wait it out. In the meantime, let's go check on MBOT, our leading gapper. So this one's making another move. Let's see if we can get that break of the 5-minute high. I still don't trust it because the 10-minute MACD. But we'll go ahead and see. Maybe this is gonna be a false break, and we're gonna see another whip back down. So there's 36, and now it broke its 1-minute low. So just the way that this one's dropping, it's dropped 1, 2, 3, 4 different times already. I don't like to see that. I really don't. So I'm just gonna wait this one out. I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'll trade this one. So NXTD is dropping here. This one's kind of done as well. PTPI doesn't look so bad as long as it can pop back up here, but the 1-minute MACD doesn't give me much more confidence. So we'll wait on it. SOPA, let's go back to this one. It's the only one that's actually really moving, I guess. Nothing else is popping on the scan since MCW, but MCW is pretty much dead. Don't really know what's going on with this one. ENSC, another one popping on the scans, but again, this one's below VWAP. 10-minute doesn't look really good. CLGN, see what this one's about. Dead. HLTH, same thing, no volume. IMTE, no volume. MBOT popped up there for a second, all the way back down to 17 though. I just really don't trust this one on the 10-minute. 10-minute has me a little worried because it looks like it wants to break lower. But both the 1 and, well, the 1 minute looks okay. The 5-minute looks like it has a lot of potential. As long as it doesn't finish too low. I just don't really know what to think of it here, because the 10-minute doesn't give me confidence. Let's go back to SOPA, see what SOPA's doing. So SOPA hit 15 there for a second. Now it's back down to 1470. I want to take a trade on SOPA, but there's no clear setup. It has such a huge range. And it's still pretty light on volume. It's so choppy. But this is what SOPA's usually like in the past 2 times we've traded it. In the beginning, it's just so choppy. It's so trash. but then waited out until like 20 minutes later or something, and then boom, it starts taking off. It starts having these massive moves. So I don't know. This one can flush, but this one can also just rip, all in the same candle. So I'm kind of not sure about what I want to do with that one. MBOT, we got 20 seconds left before the next 5-minute candle opens. Well, actually 10 minutes as well. And I'm kind of curious to see what this is going to do. I want to see this thing rip. I really do. I'm just really nervous to trade it, like I said, because of how many false breaks it has. I expect this one to actually make a move here. So I expect this one to kind of rip. Say I bought in at 28 here. I expect it to break the 1-minute high and then flush. I don't think it's going to hold. So I didn't even notice the spreads on that for a second. It's 26 by 20. That's kind of bad. So there's 30, 32. Let's see if we get that 32 break, 35. So hit 35, back to 23 on the bid. Still holding the small range. I'd be overall going for the previous 5-minute high, which is 47, or if I'm really confident, then the previous 10-minute high, which is 960. So I'd still be up here by the slightest. I'd say overall I've been losing on this trade, but as of right now, I mean, I'm kind of up 2 cents. With my 2 cent offset, I'd be break even, loss in commissions. So I'd have to get over 31. Anything over 31, I'd be winning on the trade. So there's 39. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. Let's go back to SOPA. What's SOPA doing? Want to make sure I'm not missing anything. MCW. Okay. NXTD. Okay, this one's kind of gone, I'd say. PTPI. So hit a high of 39 there, and now it's back to 25 on the bid. I feel like this one's just gonna reject, and that's gonna be it. Because the 10-minute, like I said, doesn't give me any confidence. Unless it somehow continues sideways consolidation for however, many candles. I don't think it will. It's gonna eventually have to choose a side. But again, I'm not expecting a massive move from it. So there's a break of 40. Hit 41 for a second, and there's the rejection that I was expecting. All the way back to 905. See if we get the break of 9. The dips are getting bought up though. 905 all the way back to 920. I don't feel confident buying dips on this one though. Although I see that they are getting bought up, and they've been getting bought up several times. Wow, look at that. 950. 55. So it broke. That's crazy. It broke its 5-minute low and its 5-minute high within the same candle. Super interesting. Spreads are still pretty big. Still gonna wait this one out. I don't like the way it's trading here. It's so choppy. Once it starts making a clear pattern or it chooses a clear direction, then I'd be interested. But right now it's just trading in this small range here, just chopping around in this range, and I'm just not feeling it. The only thing I could see that has potential is buying the dip, and that's because you have to time it perfectly if you get the right fill and everything. But at the same time, I don't want to be caught on a drop that just continues breaking lower. The only reason I would feel confident buying a drop here though, around 9, is because you got the whole dollar resistance and you have the VWAP right beside it. So that buy makes sense. Let's go back to SOPA, see what this one's doing. So SOPA's dropping. I'm not too surprised the daily's not there, so I mean, kind of expect it. ENSC though, popping up above VWAP. That's kind of surprising for me. MBOT, let's go back to this one. I don't know. I haven't taken a trade, and it's been 15 minutes so far. ICCM popping on the scans here as well. 15 minutes in, no trades. Still really choppy. I don't think it's gonna be worth trading. NXTD's popping up here as well. I do like NXTD the most of all of these so far, though. But I'd prefer to see this one above VWAP before I take a trade on it. It already broke its daily high, and so it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to trade it. ICCM is pretty close to its halt level here. It needs to break above VWAP before we actually see it go to that level. It's not a big mover either. It made a move from 52 here all the way to 65, so not a huge move. So I don't think I'll trade that one. SOPA's breaking lower. MBOT still chopping around here. It is going higher. I mean, it's on this uptrend, it seems. It's not making lower lows yet. So we'll see what this wants to do. Now it's coming to that resistance level that it's been coming into, that it usually rejects on. Let's see if it actually has a rejection here as well. It's 36, 35, 33, 32. It broke its 1 minute low, but not significantly. So I kind of want to see if this is going to have a massive drop to it. There's 20. And that was kind of it, I guess. I guess that was the dip to buy there. That dropped to 20. I don't think I would have been filled at 20 though, because obviously the ask wasn't at 20. But kind of curious to see what this 5 minutes gonna do. I still don't have any confidence in the 10 minute if I'm being real. It's back to 20. Still chopping around here. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna trade it. SOPA curling back up towards VWAP here. 10 minute doesn't give me much confidence either. 5 minute MACD doesn't look the best. Tiger, this one's been popping up on the scans, but it's kind of light on volume. I mean, the volume's over 1 million, but it's choppy. I think it's the float. Float's 62 million, so yeah. ICCM rejecting. PTPI choppy or just slow. NXTD rejected VWAP as well. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna wrap it up here. I mean, I don't feel like trading anything today. There's just nothing that looks really significant to me. There's no clear pattern on really any of these. Everything's just kind of chopping around. Slow start to the week for sure, especially after the holiday season, but hopefully tomorrow we could see some more action, or see some better action at least, and make some better trades. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I will see you guys tomorrow, but I do want to say thank you all so much for the support. It's not even funny. I got all these notifications on the weekend that I had a couple more subscribers. Surprisingly, I was really surprised. And hold on, LUCD's popping up here. And I actually hit 50 subscribers, and I was like, whoa, no way, that's crazy. I really appreciate the comments as well. I have, not only the subscribers, but also the support, or just questions in general in the comments and everything. It's really nice to get some feedback for these videos, because, I mean, like I said before many times, I didn't expect this to really go anywhere. And it's nice to see that somewhat of a community is being built here. So I just really hope that my videos at least help some of you out, or give you some sort of perspective as to a new day trader, I guess, more or less, like an amateur one. I'm not here like Ross Cameron or Steven Ducks, making tons of money or anything like that at all. However, I am trying to build a small account and show that it's not the easiest thing in the world. I'm surprised I haven't lost it, if I'm being real, but it's holding up, and that's what counts, I guess. So with this, I hope you guys learn at least some sort of thing from my videos here, or at least something in general. Maybe my trade reviews help out. I'm not sure. And be sure to comment that below if you all feel so, so I can continue getting back on that grind. But until then, next time I'll, next week or this week, whatever, I'll try to get that video out as soon as possible. I promise you, I swear. Sorry again for not getting it out this past weekend, but I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, and if I see you guys, I guess, happy, or I can't even talk. If I don't happen to make a trade review this weekend, then a Happy New Year as well. So I'll see you guys later.